Hey folks, the Hacker from the 6 here, coming to you from the Florida RV Super Show 2025. And we are at the Mod Bug exhibit, and we are looking at the Big Buggy BB14, sort of teardrop style trailer, standing height, then an aluminum frame on top of that with Adzel and fiberglass for the walls and for the roof, respectively. Neat little trailer, so we're gonna do the usual. We're going to take a look at the inside, we're gonna take a look at the outside, we'll talk pros and cons. Let's start by going inside. All right, heading inside the Big Buggy BB14. Show price $25,999, and that is January 2025, keep in mind, so prices do change. We do have a solid step coming into the trailer. We do have a screen door, which is nice, and we do have a grab handle as well. So let's head inside. And we have the bed set up in this one. I'll give you a picture of the dinette just so you can see what it looks like when it's set up as a dinette. And you do have two 120 volt outlets there, as well as two USB plugs, an A and a C. Now we'll just give you sort of the high level tour of the camper first. You've got a bathroom right across from the door. You've got a refrigerator with some cabinetry and storage, a small kitchen with a 2-burner stove, a TV at the foot of the bed, and some nice small cabinets up above the kitchen as well. All right, then let's start with the kitchen. So we'll take a look at these cabinets, just see how spacious they are inside. And these are indeed a good size, so you'll be able to fit, you know, a full set of dishes, cups, and mugs and so forth. All right, folks, I put the camera down and just made a minor repair on that door, and now it fits fine. Then coming down below, we've got a very small RV-sized, shall we say, sink. Nice faucet that moves. It's going to get the job done, though, for sure. And we've got a 2-burner stove with the glass cover. And actually you can see that this is what the floor is made out of. So it's a composite floor. It is not wood. So we love to see that for sure. And just give you a look at the stove. Nope, it's this way. Here we go. There's our TV, and it does swivel so you can point it at the dinette as well. We've got a nice little shelf here for our phone. It's just an extension of the countertop. We've got 120 volt outlets and then USB-A and USB-C as well. We've got 2 nets, one on either side of the bed for storing phones, books, etc., which is nice. Now it is an east-west bed, so you are going to have to crawl over your partner, which is not always ideal. It is an awning style window for the emergency exit, so we appreciate that because we can open that up even when it's raining to keep our ventilation going. Coming to above the fridge, you've got a huge cabinet, plenty of space to store your stuff. And then we come down and we'll check out the 12 volt fridge. As you know, I'm not a big fan of 12 volt fridges, although the industry is definitely going in that direction. I do appreciate, though, that they not only give you a solar panel on the roof, but they give you a movable solar panel on the roof. I think that is a really, really smart feature, because I can park the trailer in the shade and move the panel to the sun, which is the best case scenario when you're camping. Coming down, you can see the outlet for the furnace. Your fuse panel is nice and accessible, and your solar charge controller is down there as well. I believe it's a 30 amp. And we have, under the bed, we have this huge drawer, just massive amount of storage there as well. So even though this is a small camper and it doesn't look like you're getting a lot of storage, you are. And actually I realized I skipped the, speaking of storage, the stuff underneath the kitchen. So we do have all of these drawers. And we also have under here as well. So plenty of space for all your cleaning supplies and plenty of space for all your kitchen gadgets and so on. And you could fit probably some big pots and pans in this one as well. Now, for whatever reason, I forgot to show the bathroom, but I did film this B-roll. And as you can see, it's got a shower. It is a wet bath. There is a fan up in the ceiling as well as a light. And as we pan back down, you'll see there is a small waterproof sleeve to hold your shampoo. So what we have here is your standard small trailer wet bath. So we're going to do the bathroom test. I did kick my shoes off. I'm exactly 6 feet tall. And I can just, it's got to be exactly 6 feet in here, maybe 5'11". So I can stand up, but my hat is touching. Yeah, it's exactly 6 feet in here. It is very tight, but you know what? From my experience just using a truck camper recently, I think you're going to be fine in here to be able, you know, you'll be able to take your shower. And yeah, it's pretty small though. Let's just try the toilet out here. It's not bad. There's no elbow room on the right. On the left, I'd probably leave the door open, honestly, unless I couldn't, and just to give myself a little bit more space. So, but hey, in the middle of the night, you're going to be very happy that you have this and you don't have to walk to a bathroom somewhere away from the trailer. We'll get back to the walkthrough in a jiffy, and I'm really excited because today's item is such a great tip for owners of small rigs. This little thermos-looking unit is the Outin Nano, and it's a portable, battery-powered, rechargeable espresso maker. Outin did send me the Nano for free with no guarantee of a video, so everything that you hear here will be my opinion alone. Now, how do I use it? Well, I recently drove back from the Tampa RV Super Show all the way to Toronto in just 2 days, and the Nano was a lifesaver. When I needed a boost, it was awesome being able to make a quick, high-quality espresso in the rest stop parking lot. Plus, I made all my morning Americanos with it the whole time I was in Florida. Now back at home, every morning before Lila heads to work, I make her a latte using the Outin.
Oh, so good.
I even make my Americanos with it every day here at home. It works 2 ways. It can heat the water itself, or you can use boiling water. You can use Nespresso pods, and you can use coffee grounds if you want to. And if you're serious about caffeine like me, you can get an upsized coffee basket. It takes up very little space. Even though it's small, after using it hundreds of times, I can definitely say this thing makes awesome coffee. So let's make an espresso right now to show you. So I think this is the perfect coffee maker for RVers, especially if you don't have space in your rig for something bigger. If you use boiling water, the battery lasts for weeks and the coffee is delicious. Currently, the Outin Nano is going for $149.99, but I'll leave a 10% discount code in the description. And remember, using our affiliate links is the best way to support our channel, since we'll get a small commission at no cost to you. Now back to the RV walkthrough. All right, we're on the outside of the BB14. We're gonna take a look around. We'll start on the utility side. So we've got our hot water heater outlet here. We do have a 30 amp connector, and this 30 amp connector is the kind that we like where mosquitoes and or mice cannot get in there because there's no hole. We've got the inlet and the outlet for the furnace. We've got a cable satellite hookup, and then down below here we've got our dump station. Very accessible, very easy to get to. Both the poles and the attachment for your hose are very easy to get to, so we love to see that. And also that they're in front of the tire, so they're not in harm's way from all the flying stones and everything. All right, we do have a shower as well, both hot and cold water, great for when you're at the beach. And we have fresh water and city water as well. On the nose of the Mod Bug BB14, we've got a power tongue jack, and we have a single 20-pound propane cylinder. Battery cutoff switch is in a nice accessible location, but on the inside, which is nice, so you can't accidentally hit it with something. And then you've got your battery. So it's coming standard with an automotive style or marine style battery. It's pre-wired for lithium though, so you can upgrade if you want to, which is a nice feature. And here we are on the campsite of the BB14. And you can see that we do get a screen door. We get an awning. The awning covers the door, which is always a nice feature. Of course, those solid steps that I showed you when we headed inside. Nice off-road tire and an off-road spare. Same tire and wheel, which is always nice. Sometimes you get a different tire with these types of trailers, but they're giving you the full enchilada for the spare. And we've got our 120 volt outlet. So everything that you would expect to see, nothing that you wouldn't expect to see. You can see down there in the back corner, we've got stabilizer, and we do have stabilizers just on the rear of this trailer, but not on the front. And let's head around to the back. And you can see that here's our solar panel. So that does mount to the back of the roof of the trailer, but you can take it off and you can put it wherever the sun is. And obviously, you want to park your trailer in the shade, so it's definitely advantageous to have it this way. I don't understand why everybody doesn't do it this way. So, and nice thing too that you have this plug here, so I'm guessing that you could probably splice in another panel if you wanted to, provided that you have the capacity on that solar charge controller that we saw inside. And you can see that this is how it mounts. And I'll cut to a picture of it mounted on the trailer as well. And we do have a huge storage area back here as well. Let me just pop that open. And just incredibly massive amount of storage back here. Really loving that. And then below that, we have a trailer hitch. And I'll put the capacity up on the screen. It is a 2-incher, so it's hopefully got a decent amount of capacity.
It's time for pros and cons, and as usual, we will start with the pros. My first pro has to be the cool design of the optional solar package. A removable panel allows you to park your camper in the shade and still get the benefit of your factory solar panel at the same time. This is a simple, smart design. My second pro is the feature to price ratio. With the use of composites, a one-piece roof, and the torsion axle, the price is still reasonable. My final pro is the large gray tank. 32 gallons is positively huge for a small trailer like this. But tank sizes also brings me to my first two cons. First, the black tank is only 5 gallons, which means it really should have been a cassette toilet to make emptying it simpler. Second, while the 16-gallon fresh tank is fine for a small trailer, it sure seems small in comparison to the huge gray tank. My final con is what I'll call early adopter risk. Mod Bug is a relatively new brand, and so durability is a question mark. As with all RV brands, you can mitigate this risk by reading up in owners' forums as part of your research.
All right, that's it for the BB14. It's the Big Buggy 14. And interesting trailer, $25,999 is the show price. So it kind of puts it in that in-between phase. It's not what I would call an inexpensive trailer. It's also not what I would call an expensive trailer. You're getting some great features, Adzel, composite, one-piece roof, torsion axle. So it's hitting a lot of those bases that we like to see. I'd love to see a bunk model. I think that that would just add to the appeal of this one. So let me know in the comments what you think about this trailer. Would it be appropriate for a family of 4? Or do you think maybe we need that bunk in order to make that happen? And if you're interested in similar trailers, just take a look at these trailers up here. Thanks for watching and take care.